everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have another layout for you today using one of the backgrounds I created as part of my mixed media backgrounds class. So I'm starting by adding a little bit of cracked pistachio distress oxide ink to this particular area of my background. I want to get some of this beautiful color kind of peeking through around my photo. I'm going to be playing with my Home Again collection from Carta Bella today. This is the collection that I received from A Cherry on Top. You can see all the details of that collection in my latest scrapbook haul video or unboxing video from A Cherry on Top, but I really wanted to just get in there and start playing with this particular collection, and since I had this beautiful background that matched perfectly, I thought it would be a great way to kind of get into that first collection. Sometimes it's really hard when you have a new collection and you really love it. It's hard to make those first couple cuts and decide what you want to use first because you want to use it all, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 6x6 pad. I'm going to grab this beautiful paper. This paper has all kinds of really cute like borders that are a part of the background, and so I want some of those borders. I'm going to create just a little bit of a cluster to the left of my photo, and I'm also going to go ahead and play off of the hearts that are on the background piece there. I'm going to grab all of my heart punches and I'm going to punch lots of hearts from all of these different patterns. I've also added some craft foam to the back of my photo just to give it a little bit of lift away from the background and away from that inking, just to give it its own kind of area or to make it a prominent portion of the page. I am just going to go ahead and punch this specific heart punch is older than dirt. I'm telling you right now, this heart punch has to be at least 20 years old because it was one of the very first things I ever bought scrapbooking, and it is an oldie but a goodie. It's from Creative Memories, and it still works great. As some of my other Creative Memories punches have definitely seen better days, but this heart punch still does the job. So we're gonna take it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take another strip from this border paper. I really got all the use out of this border paper that was part of the collection. I'm going to use all these different beautiful patterns here from that border paper. I'm going to trim them down to 4 inches long because I know that my photo is a 4x4 photo. This photo is a picture of it's a little hard to see in the video because it's, I don't know, just because, videos are stupid sometimes and they don't show things as well as they should. But it's a picture of my youngest son, Logan, and our 3 dogs, and he is playing just in our office area. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can see I'm adding a little bit of extra glue. So when you do a mixed media background, you need lots of wet glue to keep those things attached to your background. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. My favorite glue, wet glue of choice, is Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive. Hands down, it's the best. It is the best. And you can find that in the Cherry on Top store too, because that's usually generally where I get mine. So I have these 4-inch long strips, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down, and I'm going to create like a little border area beside my photo. I wanted some of the pattern to be in that photo, but I also want you to be able to see the mixed media background. And I didn't want to put a ton of layers around this particular photo. I wanted to keep this layout pretty simple. And so I'm going to do that by adding just those little strips to the side. So you have some of that pattern, and then we're going to repeat that pattern with all of those beautiful hearts that I've already punched. But I wanted just to add a little bit near my photo. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these thin strip adhesives, and I'm going to adhere all the areas down. Again, I'm just going to pull the backs off, and I'm going to put this beautiful little die cut piece just right off to the side. And that's going to make my photo kind of stand out. And then all these other pieces are going to be perfect just to create clusters. So I'm using this background I've created as a base. I'm playing off of the hearts on the background. I'm also going to play off of where those hearts are located. So each of these beautiful teal hearts are going to become the background for a little cluster of embellishments, which is something you can totally do with a mixed media background. You can create a background and then you can play off of that background so that it works seamlessly with the rest of your layout. So I'm just going to go ahead here. I'm going to create these little clusters of hearts around these larger heart elements. And then I'm going to work my way up so that each one of the hearts that are part of my background have a little cluster of hearts near them or around them to set them off. And if you're interested in learning more about the techniques and products that I used to create this background, you can always find the link to my website down below and you can grab the class. We are still in the midst of doing the class interactively and live through my Facebook group. So you'll immediately have access to 5 of the lessons, and then as part of the group you can help with to decide products for the last 3 lessons and last 3 lessons, yeah. And we'll have another Facebook Live coming up, and it's a lot of fun. The class is really, really a really nice class. I'm really enjoying how it is coming together, and I've had a lot of really good feedback from my students that they're learning a lot, and they're creating the most beautiful, beautiful layouts. Crazy beautiful layouts. So I'm going to continue on here. I'm just adding, again, this is pretty easy. Just stick and plunk all these hearts. Some of them are getting some of these beautiful foam, or not beautiful, but you know, highly useful foam strips. And we're going to add those on. And yeah, this is a really fun layout process. I like how bright and white this is. I love these beautiful colors. Perfect for for boy collections. Perfect for collections about all the stuff you just do while you're hanging at home. If you're anything like me, it's wintertime and you love the snowy collections, but that's not what you're taking pictures of because you guys are homebodies, right? That's my family anyway. We do a couple of winter things, but certainly not a ton. So I'm going to go through here. I'm grabbing these enamel dots and I'm just adding them into each of the clusters just to give it a little bit of something extra. These enamel dots actually stuck pretty good to my background. I was impressed. I didn't need to add extra glue, and they're still, I made this layout, a couple weeks ago, and it's still good. So that's awesome. All right, that's going to finish this one up for today. If you haven't gotten this collection yet, you can find it over at A Cherry on Top. I highly recommend it. It's beautiful, and I still have it in stock. Last time I looked, it was still all there, so you can get all these beautiful elements to go with it. All right, I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.